Just got your HDSPe MADI FX and not sure where to start? In the next few minutes, I'll show you how to install, configure, and get studio quality performance from this powerhouse PCIe audio card without the confusion. Hey everyone, I'm Elena from Universal Product Guides. Let's get started. Knowing your products means getting more done, saving time, and avoiding technical frustration. That's why we created Universal Product Guides to help you master everything you own. Whether it's a camera, a mixer, or your audio interface, we've got you covered. Today, we're diving into the HDSPe MADI FX audio card, one of the most powerful multi-channel PCIe cards ever made. It delivers up to 390 channels, ultra-low latency, and rock-solid clocking stability. Perfect for high-end studios, post-production, and live broadcast setups. Stay tuned as I show you how to install it correctly, configure the drivers, sync your clock sources, and create your first mix and Total Mix FX.
Have you ever wondered how they record those epic, sweeping scores for blockbuster movies? Or how a huge live broadcast goes off without a single technical glitch? Well, it often comes down to this piece of invisible technology, a real silent hero in the world of professional audio. So today, let's pull back the curtain and see what makes it all possible.
Okay, so picture this. You're in a giant recording studio. You've got an entire orchestra in front of you. We're talking dozens of musicians, maybe hundreds of microphones. Now, how in the world do you capture every single note from every single one of those instruments, all at the exact same time, perfectly in sync with absolutely zero delay? I mean, that is a massive technical challenge. For the longest time, the answer to that question was, well, you did it with a ton of difficulty. See, large-scale audio production had this serious bottleneck, this whole set of problems that could turn a dream recording session into a complete and utter technical nightmare. And here's the thing, these problems are all connected. You've got latency, that tiny, maddening delay between when a musician plays a note and when they actually hear it in their headphones. It can totally wreck a performance. Then you've got the physical chaos of literally hundreds of thick analog cables all over the floor, which can create noise and sync errors. And if you're doing a live broadcast, a single one of those cables failing could mean dead air. We're talking total catastrophe. You know, solving this mess required a complete shift in thinking. The answer wasn't just, let's make better cables. It was about building an entirely new kind of digital highway for sound to travel on. And this new approach, it was built on two core technologies that came together to create these audio superhighways. And let me tell you, they completely changed the game for professionals.
First up is a technology called MADI. That stands for Multi-Channel Audio Digital Interface. Just think of it like this. It replaces a tangled mess of city streets with one clean 64-lane expressway. It lets dozens of channels of super high-quality audio travel down one single thin cable. It's just unbelievably efficient.
So the second piece of this puzzle is something you might have heard of, PCI Express, or PCIe. Now, this is crucial. Unlike a USB cable that kind of has to fight for attention from your computer, a PCIe card plugs directly into the computer's motherboard. This creates a dedicated, ultra-fast private lane for all that data. It's what provides the huge bandwidth and rock-solid stability you need to handle all that MADI audio without a single hiccup. And really, the difference here is just night and day. The old way meant these heavy, expensive analog cables that would actually degrade the signal over distance and were super prone to electrical noise. The new way, with MADI over a fiber optic cable, means you can send a perfect digital signal for up to 2 kilometers with zero loss in quality. It's just cleaner, way more reliable, and so much more powerful.
So what happens when you combine these two incredible technologies, that MADI Expressway and the PCI private lane? Well, you get something truly extraordinary. You get the hero of our story today, a single computer card that can manage a mind-boggling number of audio channels. And here it is. This is the Army HDSPe MADI FX. This thing is the result of decades of German engineering obsessed with one single goal: absolute, unshakable reliability. It's part of a famous lineage they call the Hammerfall legacy. And in the pro audio world, it's known for having fanatically stable drivers and performance so dependable that professionals literally bet their entire careers on it night after night. And that brings us to this number:
390. So what does that even mean? That is the total number of individual audio inputs and outputs this one card can handle at the same time. To put that in perspective, not that long ago, handling that many channels would have required an entire rack of equipment the size of a refrigerator. But, having all those channels is pretty useless if you can't control them. The real magic of this card comes from its software brain, which gives the sound engineer total, instantaneous control over every single signal passing through it. That brain is called Total Mix FX. Now, this isn't some typical software program that bogs down your computer's CPU. No. This is a powerful digital mixer that runs directly on the card's own hardware. And that's the secret to its speed. It's a true mission control for routing hundreds of audio signals without adding even a millisecond of delay.
And the way it's organized is just beautiful in its simplicity. The top row shows you all your physical inputs, the microphones and instruments. The middle row shows you all the sounds coming from your computer software. And the bottom row, that shows you where everything is going, the physical outputs, like the headphones for each musician. This setup lets you create custom, totally lag-free headphone mixes for every single performer, right on the fly. And that right there, that leads to the holy grail of digital recording. Because all this mixing is happening right there on the card's hardware, not the computer's main processor. The signal doesn't have to make that slow round trip through the whole system. What a musician plays is exactly what they hear in their headphones instantly. No distracting lag, period. Now, for any professional, especially if you're in a live broadcast or a once-in-a-lifetime recording session, there is one rule that matters more than anything else. The show must go on. And this card has a feature designed for exactly that moment. It's called Seamless Redundancy Operation, or SRO, and it is the ultimate failsafe. Basically, the system sends the exact same 64 channels of audio down 2 separate MADI cables at the exact same time. You have a primary and you have a backup running in parallel. So imagine this. Someone trips over the main cable during a live broadcast. The system instantly detects that signal loss and switches to the backup cable. And when I say instantly, I mean it happens in microseconds. So fast that not a single sample of audio is lost. The audience at home never even hears a tiny glitch. The show just goes on. So why does a piece of super high-end computer hardware like this even matter to the rest of us? Well, it matters because this invisible technology is the very backbone that makes so many of the media experiences we all love actually possible. It's what allows a composer to record a 100-piece orchestra for a film score and know that every single instrument is captured perfectly. It's the reason a massive live TV event goes off without a technical hitch. It really is the silent, incredibly reliable workhorse that brings all that complex, high-fidelity sound from the studio right into your ears. So the next time you're listening to a breathtaking film score or watching a huge live concert, just take a second to remember the silent, powerful technology that's making it all possible. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it, what other invisible engineering is out there quietly powering the world that we all see and hear every single day.
Every product has hidden features most people never explore. That's why we make these detailed guides, to help you unlock the full potential of what you already own. You'll find the complete step-by-step written guide linked below, along with our audiobook edition, explainer video, and podcast discussions for advanced tips. Hit that subscribe button to support the channel and get new tutorials every week. And don't forget to join our Telegram community for exclusive product insights and bonus learning resources. Thanks for watching, and keep creating amazing sound. I'm Elena from Universal Product Guides. Till next time, bye for now.